Hi guys, it's Fentony. This is going to be a Catspaw Dagger theory video based on episode 4, so if you've not seen episode 4 yet, The Spoils of War, go and watch the episode and then come back and watch this video. So the Catspaw Dagger is the blade that the assassin who tried to kill Bran used in season 1. The dagger is Valyrian steel and it has a dragon bone hilt. We know Valyrian steel is extremely rare, and even some of the great houses of Westeros don't actually own their own ancestral blade. It's quite strange that an assassin would have such a rare and valuable blade. After the attempt on Bran's life, Catelyn would take the dagger and show it to Maester Luwin, Sir Roderick, Robb and Fionn, and then she would travel to King's Landing and show the blade to Ned. Varys didn't even know where the blade came from, but Littlefinger claimed he lost the blade to Tyrion Lannister in a bet. The dagger was last seen on Ned Stark's desk, but it's back for season 7. In episode 1 Dragonstone, Sam does find a book in the Citadel restricted section, and this book actually has a picture of the dagger. The book is all about dragonglass. Sam does linger on the page, and there is some text that goes along with it. Not all of it's important, but there is quite a bit of important information in there. When Aegon the Conqueror forged his 7 kingdoms, he and his descendants would often decorate their blades with dragonglass, feeling a kingship with the stone. So why is his blade in the book about dragonglass? And why is it so important? John Bradley West, who plays Sam, was actually told, make sure you linger on this page. Make sure we get a good shot of the page before you turn the page over. The show wanted us to see this dagger. In a lot of the promotional material, Arya actually had the blade, and as of episode 4, Littlefinger gives the blade to Bran as the dagger was used in an attempt on his life, and in a way this dagger set everything in motion. The attempt on Bran's life and the question about who this blade belongs to started the War of the Five Kings. Bran actually gives the dagger to Arya when they first meet in the Godswood at Winterfell, as he has no use for it, as he claims it's wasted on a cripple. But what happens if he's actually seen something in a possible future where Arya needs this blade? Maybe when the White Walkers come, or does this blade have some other meaning? Arya showed the blade to Brienne and even used it in their fight. No doubt Arya will use it again, and I think she will kill a White Walker or multiple White Walkers in season 8 with it. But the question is, where does this dagger come from? The dagger has a dragon bone hilt and some sort of red gem embedded into it. This might be a ruby, or is it actually dragonglass? In the book, Stannis does say that dragonglass can come in all sorts of colours, mostly black, some green, red and purple. What if this red gem is actually dragonglass? And what happens if this blade is featured in that book because actually a famous blade? The passage in the book says, when Aegon the Conqueror forged his 7 kingdoms, he and his descendants would often decorate their blades of dragonglass, feeling a kingship with the stone. What happens if this dagger is actually a Targaryen blade and belonged to their family? Maybe this dagger actually found its way down to Rhaegar Targaryen. In the books it said that Robert Baratheon won the dagger at the tourney of Prince Joffrey's name day, but what happens if the show changes this and says, or even reveals, that Robert took the blade from a dying Rhaegar? He kept the dragon skulls as trophies, so why not a Valyrian steel blade owned by Rhaegar? In the book, some characters do figure out that it was Joffrey that hired the assassin and he gave him the dagger. What if Joffrey took Robert's dagger, which turns out to be the one Robert took from Rhaegar at the Battle of the Trident? Bran Stark does ask Littlefinger in episode 4 who the dagger belonged to, but Littlefinger says he doesn't know. It felt like to me that Bran has actually seen this blade and who it belongs to, using his powers. Again, this goes back to why he gave it to Arya. He has seen something. Maybe he gave this dagger to Arya because in fact the show has decided to throw a huge curveball and say this dagger is actually Dark Sister, one of the 2 Targaryen family blades. This would make a lot of people happy, as there have been theories that Arya would eventually get Dark Sister because the name matches her personality, and Arya has actually mentioned the blade's first owner, Visenya Targaryen, and how she admires her, but it would also upset some people as Dark Sister is meant to be a longsword, but it's not like the show hasn't changed important details in the past. In the books, the Three-Eyed Raven was the last owner of the blade. There are theories that Mira Reed has the sword now, but the show really wouldn't give her the blade and not tell us. The show has made sure to show us the dagger and reminded us that it was used in an attempt on Bran Stark's life. I try to avoid crazy theories, but I kind of like this one. This theory that the dagger actually belonged to Rhaegar and might be Dark Sister or just an unnamed Targaryen blade sounds pretty good to me, but what about you? Having the dagger been shown in the book about Dragonglass and be given to Arya, and it was quite important in this episode, means the blade is important and it has a role in the future. So what do you think? Is the Catspaw Dagger really a Valyrian steel dagger that belongs to the Targaryen family and Robert took it from Rhaegar when he killed him at the Battle of the Trident? And do you have your own Catspaw Dagger theories? Be sure to share them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, and if you've not already done so, hit that subscribe button for more Game of Thrones videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.